The modern workplace is changing quickly. Prioritizing efficiency and flexibility in doing tasks is a must. But how can you do that if you are preoccupied with other workloads, plus the complexity of the task to be accomplished? Worry no more, cause iPlan got you. iPlan, or the Innovative Planning Log and Automated Networks, is the newest innovation of SEO Bacoor City through the school's Governance and Operations Division in crafting the Annual Implementation Plan, or AIP, and Work and Financial Plan, or WFP. It is designed to make the AIP and WFP workable in the easiest and fastest way. Before using the iPlan, make sure to secure the draft of your AIP and WFP for easy choosing options from the networks, specifically the programs, projects, and activities which are aligned with the DepEd Matatag Agenda and School Improvement Plan, or SIP strategies. Are you now ready to navigate the system? Let us start! Open your preferred internet browser in your desktop computer or laptop. In the address bar of your browser, type bit.ly/SDO Bacoor City _I-plan. You will be directed to the main interface of the iPlan. On the upper right corner, you will see 3 tabs: Home, About, and Help. In the home page, scroll down and click your school logo. Then, sign in using the official school email. You will be directed to the iPlan template. At the bottom left of the screen, you will see 3 tabs, namely AIP, WFP, and NEP. At the AIP tab, fill out the cells with the school information such as school ID, school name, fiscal year plan coverage, and number of school personnel indicated in the plantilla. Take note that the cell for school MOOE is locked, but once the WFP is accomplished, amount will automatically appear. In the first column, select from the networks the appropriate Matatag agenda. Then, select the key result area, domain, and strand. In the next column, provide the SIP strategy intended for specific and intended PPAs. Then, fill in the unique title of the school program and its objective. Assign its output code. Remember, the output codes must be in proper number sequence starting with 1. The next network is for outputs per specific KRA and strand. Select the applicable output relative to the program title. Once you select an output from the list, the columns intended for activity, which include activity code, title, specification for school-initiated activity not on the list, department or program responsible, activity indicator, specifications for activity indicators which are not included in the list, target month of implementation, and financial targets will be automatically shaded black. Once done filling out the output indicator, indicate the activity details which include activity code, title, and department or person responsible. Remember, do not fill in any data on the black cells. If you unintentionally select items on the list from the cells which are shaded black, you may click the undo icon at the upper left corner of your desktop computer or laptop. You may also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Z to go back to the previous setting. You will notice that once you fill in the activity title, cells intended for the output are likewise shaded black. Select the activity indicator and target month of implementation. Then, you can now fill in the proposed budget per activity. Should there be other school-initiated programs in which no applicable output are in the list, select Other Output Not on the List. You can select that option more than once in the succeeding rows if there are still other unique school programs that require outputs which are not on the output lists. Encode the identified output in the specification for school identified output not on the list. Should there be no output indicator on the list for the other school-initiated program output, select Other Output Indicator Not on the List and indicate the desired and appropriate output indicator in the specification for output indicators not included in the list. If you wish to add another activity not included in the list, select Other Activity Not on the List and indicate the desired and appropriate activity in the specification for activity not included in the list. Also, fill in the activity code, department or person responsible, activity indicator, specification for activity indicator not included in the list, target month of implementation, and proposed budget per activity. You may also insert rows if you have to fill in additional output and activities. On the contrary, you may delete excess rows without any inputs. Don't forget to encode the names and designation of the school head and parent supervisor of the school at the bottom part of the template. There you have it! You successfully developed your AIP. Now it's our turn to do the work and financial plan. Click on the WFP tab on the lower left corner beside the AIP tab. You will see that all entries encoded in the AIP template were copied in the WFP template. Remember, cells containing these entries are locked, which means that the information could not be edited anymore. Scroll to the right until you arrive at the physical targets. Encode the appropriate physical targets in numerical format only for each output and activities. Once done, sum of all physical targets will automatically appear. Let's move on to the encoding of information regarding the procurement for each activity. Indicate if the activity requires procurement or not. If it does, fill in the specific expense items. Next, categorize the specific expense item according to its expense code. The expense code number will be automatically generated once the expense code title is selected. If the activity does not require procurement, the succeeding cells in that particular row will be automatically shaded black. Easy breezy! You successfully developed your WFP. Let's move on to the last tab, the NEP, which means National Expenditure Program. This template consolidates all the information in the financial sections of the AIP and WFP. Ensure that the financial summary per expense code that appears on this template is aligned with the financial allocation given by the Budget Office. If there are any discrepancies, review the AIP and WFP. Adjust the financial targets and expense codes. You are now ready to print the iPlan. Click Ctrl+P. Adjust the paper size into A4 and make sure that the landscape orientation is selected. Set the scaling to 60%, click Next and print. Have the printed copies of the iPlan signed by the school head, parent supervisor, planning officer, administrative officer for budget, chief education supervisor of the school's governance and operations division, assistant schools division superintendent, and schools division superintendent. What more could you ask for? With this user-friendly technological breakthrough, we save time and effort in planning school programs, projects, and activities. Remember, don't work hard, work smart.